Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Secret Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary from May 11th, 2024. So, it's a nice day. It's a nice day. And over here is a lot of people. A lot of people and a lot of dogs. Okay. um, we got up this morning and, we went on the walk. That's the first thing we do every morning. Everybody goes to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. They go to the bathroom. Today's walk was a little long though. It was like maybe an hour. I just felt extra energized this morning. But of course, because there's a lot of dogs, I have to put Chica all up in her gear. That way I can have a better control of her, because if you guys have been following, you know that she's traumatized and she's very aggressive with other animals, critters, whatever. Because, if you don't know the story of her, I found her in Florida. She was very sick. She was dying. And she was very skinny and scarred up. Somebody left her at a campsite. And I ended up, taking her to a vet to check for a chip, see who is it, because maybe she got lost or left there on accident or something, but she didn't have anything. I was gonna take her to the shelter over there, but that place was scary. There was no one there. They had these cages where you can just throw the dog in there if no one was there, and it just was really scary. And when I went to the vet and they didn't find the chip, I said, do you guys think I should keep her? Is it a bad idea if I keep her? And like, the vet looked up and I looked at the girl behind her and she's all like, yeah, keep her, because I guess I found out the shelter over there, they don't have a long life over there for the dogs. And it was just a bad news, and it was scary, and I was nervous, and I had them check also for if she was fixed, and she was. So she's fixed. Brian is not. See, so that's the deal breaker. If she's fixed, I can keep her. If not, I can't, because Brian is not fixed. Okay. I got Brian from one of those puppy mill type places where they just keep mixing the breed, keep making babies, and so I saved him from that, even though I paid for him, but I saved him from that. You know what I mean? But I didn't have him neutered, not yet. He will get neutered eventually. He's a good dog and he's kind, He's just touchy, when it comes to his feet and his ears. But otherwise, he's happy and he's nice and he's good and he's friendly with other dogs. Now, Chica's not. So I have to keep a sharp eye on her all the time. Chica still has to be on medications and all that stuff. But we do it. I'm able to take her to the vet and get her medications and do anything she needs to do. So I will do it for her, I do for both of my pets. I'm not a big spender, so I have money saved for these emergencies. Something happens to the car, I have money for the emergencies. You know what I'm saying? I don't spend foolishly. I don't buy junk, And when it comes to the dogs, they get the best, So they're happy in that sense. Yesterday we went walking, and at all these places, the dogs must be leashed at all times. People, they don't do that, And everybody is assuming that if your dog is out, everybody's dog is friendly. This is not the case. I have to do constant training with her. Yeah, it's hard. But I do it because what else am I going to do out here? You know what I mean? It's just part of the daily thing. Um, she's good with people. It's okay, you know. She's, you know, but when it comes to like wanting to chase after animals or getting involved with other dogs, because once whoever left her there in Florida, they left her by a lake with a lot of alligators in there. And then I found out later that that's a popular place where people dump their dogs, and usually they get eaten by alligators. It's alligator food or whatever, right? I'm glad I got there in time. You know, she found us for a reason. I didn't find her. She came to us. She came right in the door and she laid on Brian's bed. Brian was mad. Brian was mad. They still are like, Brian is the alpha. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is afraid of him, but she's not afraid of any other animal. You know what I'm saying? But she's afraid of Brian because, you know, don't touch my food, don't touch my toys. You know, it's like that, you know. But they both have their own different toys because she's a bigger dog and she's likes to chew, so she destroys things. So I found a special toy for her that she absolutely loves, and I get it, you know, for her. When it wears down, I get another one. We throw that one at trash and get another. So anyways, yeah, I have to put her in her secure gear, you know, which is, you know, the choker. The choker I have for her, it's not the one with the prongs on it, the ones that dig into their skin and hurt them. No, because I'm not trying to hurt the dogs, you know. These are like my children, you know. I take the best care of them as I can. And I watch them and we're always together. And I always also evaluate the way they're acting because it tells me that whether something's wrong or if they want something, you know, like poor Brian. I don't know what happened with him. I'm really trying to be forgiving about, you know, but it's really hard when you see a change in your pet because he had some sort of experience. Now, I wish they could speak, especially Brian, because he's not himself anymore. He's not, he's touchy. Like when you touch him in certain spots. Yes, the ear and the paws, but now I don't know. When I try to touch him, pet his back, he start. I'm like, what's wrong, baby? You know, and or under here, something under. I don't know. All I can do right now is just give him as much love as I can because I think somebody hurt him. It breaks my heart, you know, because he's such a good dog, you know. But it's okay. But I have Chica out there. I can show you her. She's in her. We're in a camp place with a lot of dogs gear. You know, she has to get kind of like. She has this special harness on. They're tired because we just went on a really long like walk around here. I took them away from the site because there's a lot of dogs here. Yesterday, we went walking down. I was just wanting to go to the showers, you know, and somebody's pit bull got loose. Now, you know what? I'm not afraid when those dogs come after me with Chica. That Chica holds her own. When she was in Florida, that's why she had all these bite marks and everything on her. She was constantly fighting for her life out there. Other dogs, other animals, whatever she was doing, she was a survivor. She was fighting to stay alive from all the other critters. That's why she's, you know, traumatized by that. And I'm trying to get her to understand that if we're in a place like this, but it's hard because I got her from a camp spot. So when that pit bull came, oh my goodness. Chica is very strong. Chica is very skilled at fighting. I don't want that for her. And that pit bull ended up getting hurt. not hurt like ripped skin or anything like that, but she, got some bites in. And the man was very nice, and he's like, "Oh my God, send me the vet bill." And I was like, "No, my dog is fine. Is your dog okay?" Because his dog was bleeding, and he like was holding his dog, and he was like, and I'm trying to hold Chica. I'm like, "Can you please kind of go away with the dog?" He's all, "Okay, give me a second," because Chica wanted to keep going, and I finally got a hold of her, and I said, "Sit down," and she sat down. And she started just to look up at me because she knew she did wrong. She knows. She knows when she's in trouble. And he's all, "Is your dog okay?" I'm like, "She's fine." I'm like, "Is your dog okay?" He's like, "Yeah, she's all, he's all, she's okay." And I'm like, all right, and Chica was kind of there and I had under control, but the man looked really like, so I was like, "Give me a hug. Come here and give me a hug." So I gave him a hug and he felt better. And I mean, he was a real nice guy, real cool guy, actually. And I feel bad for his dog because, we ended up going for the shower, and then we went for I went for a little walk, but I went the opposite way because I was worried that his dog was a little traumatized. I could tell that the man was a little traumatized, and I don't want that. I don't want anybody hurting or feeling bad, you know. But this is why I say it all the time. Keep your dogs on the leash, please. Please. Because I don't want them to get hurt by my dog, because I am still working with her. She's okay with humans. It's just other animals from the trauma from being dumped in a place where there was alligators and stray animals and just, I'm working on it, and she's listening. If there's dogs right there, she does want to go after them. But when we walk, I am on constant alert. I see the dog, and right away, I bring her close to me, and I'm like, "Leave it." And she knows. If she starts to get a little deterred, I jerk her my way, get her attention off of it, leave it, and we go. And it's good, The only thing is like, I can't, like, I let Brian just run around us because you guys know I have the extended leashes. Not over here. The leashes are not extended. They're closer. But I let Brian just do whatever his own thing. Because even while that was going on, Brian didn't even care. He's off sniffing something behind me. Like, he wasn't, it's almost like he's used to it. And he knows that Chica's going to get in trouble anyway, so he's just going to go about his business. You know what I mean? He's not into all that. But with her, anytime I see an animal around us at the camp, even at the campsite, even at a distance, she has to be right here, right by my side. So I have full control of her while we're walking. So, yeah, it's very hard with her. But because I love her, I work every day to try to train her as best I can, Today, even though we went on a long walk and it seems like everybody's dog is under control around here, I think we're gonna, because I don't like to drive around if I don't have to. I like to just chill, walk around here. It's a big place, take care of my business here. I do readings, whatever, But because it's so populated right here, because last week it wasn't that bad. Almost all the spots are filled up right here in this spot. Yeah. Very popular spot. We're probably gonna go on a little adventure out there. I'm not trying to hit, well, I was thinking not to hit very many spots that are overly grassy and green because of, ticks and stuff. But they actually have been running through the grass. And I was trying to check Brian this morning, and he still doesn't have anything. He still doesn't have any ticks. But, because I brush him and I check him because I have to brush him and check him almost every day. Not because of the ticks, but because he's so furry. And because I don't want him to get like tangles or little dreadlocks or mats or whatever they call it. So I have his brush and I brush through him all the time, you know, to make sure that nothing is getting tangled, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have our appointment until after the weekend, so you know, I want to keep him nice and comfortable, especially because he's just not, he's not himself. Certain areas of his body, he doesn't want me touching there anymore. Like somewhere under here, something happened to him under here on his chest, and also around his bottom. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. I wish he could talk. I really do. But I'm feeling that he might have got hurt, but I just leave it. Okay, I just leave it because I don't. Anyways, so I do know that I see a spot over there. And also outside of the park here, I can walk them out there too, not too far from here, where there's a road to walk, you know. And also at the military road, yeah, there's concrete road over there. I can walk there too, where they don't have to go into, because when you take the trails around here, it's the ticks are bad around here, because like we'll come back and they won't have anything on them, but I will, you know. And it's like I had to buy all kind of thing to spray myself, you know. So but when I spray that stuff, I'm good. But I'm trying to steer clear of those places, especially now because Brian, he has a long hair, and even if they do go on him and die, whatever, they might go on him, notice that they're gonna get sick, and then they jump on me. You know, so I don't want that. So, you know, when he's got the short hair, everything gonna be easy to see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I try to check his underbelly this morning, and yeah, there's nothing on him, you know. I mean, I know I'm harping on it, but it's just like, darn. It's only because like he ain't acting right. He's acting like he's like skittish, or he doesn't want me to touch him in certain spots. Like weird. Like I just feel really bad for him. I you know, I've never had this problem ever, you know, but it's okay. Anyhow, it's not okay, but I have to just try and love him and be cool with him. But like I said, we're gonna go in the car. We're gonna take a ride, and we're gonna go to some other spots. I may try to record. It all depends. The recording always also depends on whether or not my hands are free. If there's a lot of dogs around and I have to take control of Chica, I can't do it. So we just do our walk. We try to pass these animals, and we move on. You know, I can't do it. But I'll bring the camera and see if I can, and then maybe, you know, maybe I'll be able to. Like maybe there won't be a lot of dogs out here because everybody seems to be staying in the camp spot. So maybe I'll get lucky and maybe I will make a little video, you know. But otherwise, that's what we got going on today. And it looks fun around here, though. The families look fun. You see the people blowing up their floaty things and going in the lake. I've already seen like jet skiers out there. It looks fun out there, you know. Me, I'm a dog person, so we do a lot of walking or hiking and things like that. So we separate ourselves from this, not because I want to separate them from. No, it's because this is what dogs do. They like to walk. It's good to walk your dog around, and it's good exercise too. So that's all I have. That's what we're gonna do. And I mean, maybe if anything exciting happens, I'll do a chit chat when we get back. But otherwise, I'm Mona. This was Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for May 11th, 2024. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.